Well, hello everyone. Today is Sunday, and right now it's Sunday evening. So, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that Sundays are kind of a family going out to eat type of thing here. So, today was no different. I don't know, it's been kind of a weird day, and so let's see if we can figure out like what's going on. I feel like I've been in a really bad mood for the last few days. I feel like I'm in a funk. I don't know if that has to do with, I don't know, like, see, the problem is that when things are going well, you don't even think about this. But when you feel, even if they are or they aren't, when you feel like things aren't going well, we start speculating, right? And coming up with all these different ideas and theories about like what could be going on. And yeah, I'm sure there's a reason for all of these things, but it's also, we don't know. Like the body is such a complex thing and metabolism is such a complex thing and everyone is so different that I don't know. So all I really have is my own experience, and my experience has been, I don't know, weird the last few days. I've been extremely cravey. I think I've been probably this is probably the craviest that I've been since we started this. And like we're far in. Like this is like day 37, I think, or something like that. Like or 38. Like we're not new to this. I mean, it's still are in the grand sense of things, but like I don't know how many people have said to me like, oh, 21 days after 21 days. I don't know. I don't think it's that simple, honestly. It's complicated, and yeah, the last few days have just been difficult mentally, really difficult, and I've been just so cravey. So last night was bad, and then I woke up this morning, and I knew that we were gonna have lunch, and we were gonna get Peruvian chicken, which again, if you're not from the DC area, if you're from the DC area and you don't know what Peruvian chicken is, man, you're missing out, because it's so fucking good. I don't know if they have Peruvian chicken in other places in the U.S. I know that it's not that common in other spots that I've been to. So, but basically, like if you live in the DC area, anywhere you go, you can get Peruvian chicken, and it is ridiculous. So I knew that was coming. So like, again, I had like a coffee for breakfast, which is nothing. And then by the time we got to lunch, I was feeling like so out of control. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, again, because that's kind of like the mood that I've been in. If you remember yesterday's video, it's like, I want to pig out, just like this desire. And it just like, it's coming from like somewhere like in here. It's like a monster that just wants to devour everything. And I don't know. It feels more mental than anything, but it could be physical. I kept thinking, like I was saying earlier, like all the speculation that comes out when things aren't going the way you expect. And so my speculation was like, oh, maybe I've been, restricting my calories too much. And I know that, someone mentioned it in the comments, I think yesterday or today. I can't even keep the day straight anymore. And he was saying like, it's not really, and yeah, like, eating like 1,000 calories, like some days even under 1,000, like obviously that's not sustainable. And so then I started thinking, because of course we overthink, and I was thinking, I wonder if that is like my body was sustaining me for a little while during that caloric restriction, but finally got to the point where it said, enough, we need to binge to recuperate all those calories that we haven't been eating. I don't know, but I just felt like I wanted to fucking pig out and have continued to feel that way. And so then, we have lunch, and I tried to restrict myself to the plate and not be ridiculous. So I'll show you what I did, and it is this. So let's take a look at it together. So this is obviously chicken. and this is the fried yuca. And again, if you don't know what fried yuca is, it's kind of like a potato. It's a kind of starchy potato-like root, I guess. And then rice and beans, of course. And so, I don't know, like in the moment, now it felt like it was a lot of food. And then I'm looking back on it, it's like, it wasn't that much, Like, if we look at this, it really wasn't like a whole lot. And so what I came up with in terms of what this was calorically is 833 calories. And I didn't weigh it. This is all eyeballing it, but basically it was about 150 grams of chicken, about 6 pieces of fried yuca, 135 grams of rice, 95 grams of red kidney beans, and 1 tablespoon of that mayo. Plus or minus a little bit, but feels about right. And so at that point I realized, well, shit, I haven't eaten that much. And I was pretty full at the end, but it wasn't even about being satiated by the food. It was just this like feeling like, oh, I just need to devour this. And, I wasn't very happy about that, because in those moments, that's where control is very difficult to control. I feel like I did okay. I didn't go for seconds or anything, so it was restricted to what you see in the plate. But then I get home and I'm feeling out of it and I'm feeling cranky and just, again, just a weird feeling that we've been having for the last few days. And realize that it actually wasn't that much food, and it wasn't that many calories for what I need. And so I decided that, we need to eat something more, and it has to be like a little bit lower on the carb front and a little bit heavier on the protein and fat. So what I decided to do was have some of the leftover cheese from the other night. If you remember, I'm gonna have 1 of the tortillas. There are 2 left, and so they're just, and you know this, and I know you know this. Oh, there's only 2 left. We should have, just might as well kill it. Fuck me, right? If I have both tortillas, I'll go over my carb allowance for today. So I'm not gonna do it, but I put it in there. And honestly, if I hadn't gone over by like 10 grams for that 1 tortilla, I might have had it. Because, do I need it? Of course I don't need it, but I want it. I definitely want it. So this is what we're doing. So the cheese is 120 grams. We're gonna do 1 of the tortillas, and then in order to to increase the protein and fat, we're gonna do 150 grams of the frozen chicken that we have. And then that'll bring my calories for today to 1,800, and it'll get us a little closer to all the macros. So we're basically there for carbs and about 3/4 of the way for protein and fat. So, oh well, I really don't know, like this, I felt so good for a while, and just the last few days, fuck. The cravings come back with a vengeance, man. Like, really, really bad. I've been craving pizza a lot, like really badly. I don't know, so I guess the cheese helps. All right, let me make my, my little chicken quesadilla type thing. And yeah, that's it. I was also thinking that tomorrow it's Workout Monday, and we promised we'd do it together. And I caught myself thinking, oh, why the fuck did I open my mouth? It's ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. We gotta hang in there. All right, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna, just try to be done with this so I can try to relax for a little bit, try to go to bed early, because tomorrow we gotta work out. We promised. We keep going, we keep pushing through. But this is hard. this is not easy. So if anyone out there was starting to get the impression that I'm breezing through this, like, look at me, I'm so cool. No. Shit is hard. Every single fucking day still. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Get ready. Get some rest. Prepare. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, because tomorrow we start a new week and we're going to hit our little exercise routine, you know, and we're going to do it together. Whatever it is that you're doing, again, it doesn't have to be what I'm doing, but we're going to do a little bit of something together. So get ready. All right. See you tomorrow.